Hi Jazz 2, this is the formation video for your llama dance. So hopefully this will make it more clear where it is on the stage that you stand during each part of the dance. So you have a better idea of where you're going and how you get there. So the square is our stage or a classroom. This is the audience, this is dance stage. So if we were in the studio, the mirror would be on this side and this would be the back wall. If it helps you to think about the actual studio space, this over here would be the door that we walk in. This is where the stereo is, if that helps you. So we are facing this way, and we start in a line, crouched up on the ground. We do our bounces, everybody stands up. And then Myra, Faith, and Piper, you guys all do your step touches to the right. Ashley, Brooklyn, and Taylor, you all do your step touches to the left. Now, my hands aren't quite big enough that I can move all the markers at the same time, but that happens at the same time. So you go step together, step touch, then you come back to your line, step together, step touch, then step touch, ripple. When we ripple, it starts at the front and goes to the back. Ripple, 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 ripple with our arm fan. And then we come back in, it starts at the front. Ripple, 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 till we're back in one line. And this is all stuff, choreography that we did in the studio. So this should be familiar to you. You should know where you go and what your ripple looks like up to this point. Then we run alternating directions to get to one line. So Myra is going to go to the right, and then Ashley goes to the left, and we run up to the front before we turn and go out to our lines. So we should end up this way with Ashley, Brooklyn, Taylor, Piper, Faith, and Myra. So this is where we are when we do our grapevine, chassé ball change. We do our 6-step and our pirouette. We do our kick and unwind, and all of that. Then after we do our unwinding, we do step touch, half a soutenu to turn around. From there we run. This is new choreography. So from there, you do your soutenu to turn around. So you turn around to face the back, and then everyone runs straight back. So we end up in one line across the back. And then we turn around to do chassé, step, tuck. When the music says run, llama, run, we do that forward. Chassé, step, tuck. You end up back on one straight line across the front. Then we do our donkey kick and slide through. These three, Piper, Faith, and Myra, all use their right leg to slide through. So your right leg slides through this way, and then you roll that way. Taylor, Brooklyn, and Ashley, you use your left leg to slide through, and then you roll away from the center. Then we stand up, and the people on the ends, Ashley and Myra, lead to go down the edges of the stage to make two lines along the side. And then we're going to be in windows this way. So Piper is a little bit farther forward than Taylor, so that when we do our crossing, our drag step, chassé leap, that we don't bang into each other. So that happens every 2 counts, starting with Piper, and it's going to be a ripple back this way. So we start every 2 counts. So Piper starts on 1, 2, then Taylor goes on 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. So Piper goes across first, and then Taylor goes across, and then Faith goes across, Brooklyn goes across, and then Myra goes across, and then Ashley goes across. And then after everyone has gone, Ashley gets to her spot, and we stand up, and then everyone goes across all together. So after you've done your leap, you landed in a crouch, and then when Ashley gets to her spot, everybody stands up. I believe it's 5, 6, 7, 8, and then everyone goes across together. Drag step. I lost my place. chasse, leap, and then we don't go to the ground. Instead, at this point, after the leap, we start the circle, which goes around this way. We do chasses, we do grapevines, and ideally we'll be able to make a full circle all the way around so everybody gets back to the same side they started on, like this. So this is the goal, for us to get all the way around to a circle like this. If we get on the stage or back to the classroom and we can't get all the way around, that's okay, just get as far as you can and we'll be in whatever circle you end up in. And then even if you're not in these spots, when we go to the corners, you'll still go just to the same corner, even if it's not the corner you're closest to. So at this point, but I'm jumping ahead, so let's finish talking about our circle. So in our circle, we run in toward the center of the circle, smush it up, and we jump, and then we run back out to our circle, and we jump, we drop, we spin, we slide out, or we slide out and then we spin. Then we do our little kicks, and we stand up, and then we're going to run to the upstage corner. That would be the back of the room, closest to the side that you are supposed to be on. Now, like I said, if it ends up that Piper is in the circle way over here, she's still going to go all the way across to that corner. So no matter where we end up in the circle, these are the corners you are going to go to. So we've got Piper, Myra, and Faith in the upstage right corner. So this is the right side of the room. Upstage is the back, so upstage right. And then Brooklyn, Taylor, and Ashley are in the upstage left corner, and we're making these little triangles like this. Then we're going to alternate. We do run, you do a leap of your choice. So it can be a fly girl, a tuck, a leap, a side leap. We talked about this in the video. This is that part. So it's going to start on this side. Myra is going to go first, and she's going to go all the way across to the opposite corner. Then Ashley will go all the way across to the opposite corner. And then Piper's going to go next. And then Taylor will go, and then Faith, and then Brooklyn. So you are, the first person to go goes the furthest across, and then the next person stands next to the first person. So this is the order we should end up in. Myra, Piper, Faith, Brooklyn, Taylor, and Ashley. And then we're almost done. This is where we do our jazz squares and our turning jazz squares. And then we repeat the beginning, grapevine, chasse ball change, and then we turn around when we do our pivot with our little fan over with our arms to turn around. That's a ripple, so it starts with Ashley, and it's not a ripple with counts, so not everyone has a particular count they go on. It's just as soon as the person next to you goes, you go right after them. So you just look out of the corner of your eye, and it's going to go boom, 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 right down the line. So after that pivot, everyone should be facing the back, so you've turned around and face the back. And then we'll come together to make a pose. And so the thing about ending poses with me as a choreographer, I like to see it before I set it. So I'm not going to tell you exactly where everyone stands and what you do yet until we're actually in a room together, and I can kind of move you around and look at it and move you again and look at it and figure it out from there. In general, it'll probably be taller people in the back and shorter people in the front or something like that, but I don't know. We'll just have to see. So I hope that helped with some of your questions about formations. If you have questions, you can ask me during our live class, and I will try to clarify. But hopefully that was helpful.